Yo, if you want to learn how to make a board like this, using a deck like this, you're going to need to stay to the end of the video, and I'm going to show you how. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the No Continues Gaming channel. I'm your host, Edge Master X, coming at y'all with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile video. So you already know how we do. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I actually am featuring the TrapTrix deck on my channel this time, and I'm so excited because I've actually been training TrapTrix for over a year. I was playing well before a lot of the new support got announced, and I was actually playing a very interesting build, but we're not talking about the old build. We're talking about the new build now, baby. So you already know. Let's get it. All right, so we're on 3 copies of TrapTrix Mermello. This is pretty much one of your main starters in the deck because when you normal summon him, he searches out a whole trap card. And then you have your TrapTrix Arachnocampa. She's really good because she can quick effect special summon during the main phase. And she basically protects all of your set cards from being destroyed once. And then we're on 3 copies of TrapTrix Mantis as well. When she's normal summon, she adds a TrapTrix monster from your deck to your hand. And then sometimes this comes up, but she can also bounce a card back from your back row. So that comes up every now and again. One of the new additions, though, is TrapTrix Pudica. Pudica is amazing, guys, because when she's normal summon, she gets the field spell. A lot of people underrate that field spell, but it comes up quite a bit. It's actually very useful, very handy, and it's definitely part of the combo in the end. So 2 copies of her. I'm also on 2 copies of Dionea. You could run this card at 3. If you said 3 is correct, I wouldn't disagree with you. I'm only on 2 because I'm playing with some other cards, some other spice. So 2 for me has been working out in testing. I've been playing the deck for a long time, and you mainly want to use one of them on your turn to get your combos going, and use the other one to OTK your opponent on the following turn on the crackback. Then on the I'm playing the one Genlesia. She's just amazing, and I found one just to be fine. And then on Parallel Exceed, I am running 2 copies. I might bump this up to 3, but for now, 2 has been working out just fine. And then for hand traps, I'm running the 2 copies of Ash Blossom and the 1 Spice card. I have to actually proxy it for now. I'm going to try to throw it up on the screen, but this is Mystic Sea Macroba. I'll go over his applications later. So that's it for the monsters. Now going to the spells, I'm on 1 copy of the field spell TrapTrix Garden. This card's actually really good because during the main phase, it gives you that extra normal summon. And then also what it does is the first time each one of your monsters will be destroyed by battle each turn, they would not be destroyed. And this is only for plants and insects. So it also has an additional ability that allows you to banish a monster you control to special summon a monster from your graveyard. So that is very relevant to the combo later. You also have Trap Tantalizing Tune. This card is basically a discard 1, draw 2. So I mean, it's almost like a pot of greed in a way. It's actually really strong. So definitely 3 copies of this card for sure. We're on 3 copies of Raigeki. Not much needs to be explained. It comes in the structure deck. Why not play it? We're on 1 copy of Double or Nothing. This card punishes misplays, so I'm definitely telling everybody to run at least 1 copy of this with your Utopia double package. It's just too good not to play. As far as your trap lineup now, we're on 3 copies of TrapTrix Holutea. This card is just amazing. It's out of the new structure deck. It's really good because it can be activated the same turn it's set. It's definitely something the deck did need going forward in order for it to, just continue to be able to play and have play starters. So that's why you're on 3 copies of that. 2 copies of one of the new trap hole cards to Terrifying Trap Hole Nightmare. This card gave this deck an additional way to basically not just shotgun all of your cards, because this card can be activated the same turn a monster with 2,000 or more attack was summoned. So yeah. Then we're on 2 copies of TrapTrix Trap Hole Nightmare. This is your monster negate for the deck. And then you have, I'm playing Time Space Trap Hole. I don't know why this card was not in the structure deck, but it's just too good not to play. I mean, your opponent tries to go into a monster from the extra deck. You can just pay 1,000 and shuffle it back, or they trying to fire off effects from their hand to summon monsters, you just pay 1,000, shuffle it back. Easy side out card if not needed in the matchup, but in my testing, almost every deck in the format has some sort of application where this card is useful, and it doesn't destroy like the other ones. So in the Shangri-La matchup, bam, time space trap hole, put it back. I'm on one copy of Grave Digger's Trap Hole. You guys already know what it does. Your opponent activates a monster effect in their hand or their graveyard, or banished monster effect activates. You make them take 2,000 and they whiff. I'm on one copy of Floodgate. I would play this card at 2 or 3 if I wasn't playing Time Space in the main, but I decided the other one. One copy of Bottomless Trap Hole. This card is just really amazing. I only recommend one though. And then we're on 2 copies of Torrential Tribute. This card is amazing. It's a blowout card. This card helps his deck going first or going second. It literally just allows you an extra turn to survive, because if you have Sarah in this card, you're pretty much guaranteed to OTK the next turn. And then we're on 2 copies of Evenly Matched. You could play 3. I would not say 3 is wrong or incorrect, but I'm only playing 2 in my current build because right now I'm at 42 cards. So this is it for the monster spells and traps. I'm going to do a couple of test hands, and then I'm going to get into some of the combos. All right, so now it's time for the extra deck. I almost made a mistake and almost forgot it, so I apologize. So we're playing 3 copies of TrapTrix Sarah. She's arguably the most important monster in your extra deck. Just the fact that she is a unit, man. She's unaffected by trap effects while she's been link summoned. And then what makes her so crazy is every time you use a TrapTrix monster effect other than her, obviously, then she will allow you to set a whole trap card. And then if a normal trap is activated, she will just special summon a monster from your deck. Completely amazing. She allows his deck to grind. Amazing card. I wish he had more attack points though. TrapTrix Kularia, she is just as good as Sarah in certain isolated situations. She only looks good if you already have a setup board. So I'm not gonna say she's a win more card, but she just allows you to just max out what your field can look like. One copy of Adipus. This is mainly your game ender. She has the ability to negate cards. She has the ability to boost your monsters and destroy cards on the field. Great card. That's it for your TrapTrix Link monsters. I'm playing the 1 copy of Aromas Fairy Jasmine. And that's pretty much it for all my Link monsters as well. I'm playing 1 copy of Naturia Beast. He's part of the combo later. We're playing the Utopia double package as well. And then the last 2 generic cards are going to be Rika Queen Strenna. I'll just show them one at a time. Rika Queen Strenna, because she actually adds a plant monster from your graveyard to your hand. And then 1 copy of Sacred Tree Beast Hyperiton. He is the Omni Negate. He's actually really good because when you use a effect on your turn, he adds a card from your graveyard to him as XYZ material. But on your opponent's turn, he actually turns that card into a silver bullet to kill a card on your opponent's field. For the TrapTrix XYZs, I'm playing 2 copies of TrapTrix Pingyakula. I'm playing 1 copy of Alamarus, and I'm playing 1 copy of Rafflesia. So these cards are really amazing. So I definitely recommend at least trying this build, because this build is going to maximize all of the strengths of the deck, none of the real weakness, because you're taking advantage of playing a whole bunch of cards in the deck that actually focus on a center strategy of setting up back row and having some extra options. Something cool that this deck has, I'm also going to just go straight into the test hand as part of this video as well. But some of the different interactions that this deck has as far as the lore is that the monsters are all 1,000 years old according to the Yu-Gi-Oh database. So they already have a pretty well-established storyline. Like from what I read, that the little girls set up trap holes everywhere, and they have insects in the archetype because the insects actually live in some of the holes that they're setting up for, you know, weary travelers or whatever. So it's actually a really interesting story. I'm gonna see if I can link it down in the description below at some point. But these girls are just sick, man. They're just trying to pretty much kill anything and everything that gets in their way. But that's how some people like it, right? All right, cool. So I'm just gonna do the test hand. I'm not gonna do like play it out or anything. And then we're just gonna go straight into the combo portion near the end of the video. So we cut in half for our opponent. And we'll say we're going first. So we have our double or nothing. Very sad draw, but it's okay. Dionea, we got our Raigeki, we got our Arachnocampa, and we have Tantalizing Tune. I'm going to definitely say this hand is a win. You could literally go Tantalizing Tune, discard the Arachnocampa, draw 2. You have your Dionea right here that you can normal summon. Then you can link it off, special summon your Sarah, and you still have multiple other cards in your hand to play. If you didn't want to do it that way, you could just go summon your Dionea, link it off, and then activate Arachnocampa to get a trap card set, and you still have just as strong of a board. Next opening hand, evenly matched Arachnocampa, Torrential Tribute, Raigeki, and then Holutea. So this is just full combo. I mean, this hand is just absolutely cracked. I love it. So definitely a playable hand. Some more openings. We got our TrapTrix Trap Hole Nightmare, Marmello, Raigeki, Parallel Exceed, and then the one Pudica. So definitely a playable hand. Very, very, very playable hand. This hand is actually super fire. So I'll probably do a couple more of these. Then we're gonna get to the combo. So we got Genlesia, we got the Mantis here. We have Terrifying Trap Hole. This is the Mystic Seed Macroba, and then the Gravedigger Trap Hole. So this hand is absolutely playable. It's actually pretty nuts because Mantis is going to give you the search of a TrapTrix monster on summon. So you could go normal summon her, search for the Arachnocampa, and then you have plenty of other avenues of approach you can play with this hand as well. Next hand, Trap Tantalizing Tune, evenly matched. Trap Tantalizing Tune, Ash, and Marmello to save the day. So you absolutely playable hand. You have the Trap Tantalizing Tune, get rid of the evenly, you get a free 2 cards, summon your Marmello, get a search, and let the good times roll. And then our last hand is going to be TrapTrix Trap Hole Nightmare, TrapTrix Holutea, TrapTrix Mantis, Floodgate Trap Hole, and an Ash. So this hand is just absolutely just nuts, right? So you could just, normal summon your Mantis, link off, set, activate Holutea. You could discard the Floodgate Trap Hole, get a monster, and then Sarah's going to go off special summoning a monster, preferably Dionea, and then you're going to get your card back that you discarded. So the next part of this is now going to be going into the combo. All right, guys, so here we are at the combo portion. I have like 2 random trap holes in my hand. These are kind of just whatever you have in your hand. Most of this combo doesn't even rely on these cards right here, but for demonstration purposes, I'm just gonna have them. So we're gonna start with TrapTrix Pudica. So we normal summon the Pudica, and then she's gonna give us the Trap Trip Garden. So we'd go ahead and activate that Trap Trip Garden. We'd link off the Pudica for our Sarah. And in this combo, I also have this copy of Marmello. So we go ahead and normal summon our Marmello with our additional normal summon here. Our Sarah's effect and our Marmello effect will go off first. So Marmello is actually going to search us bottomless trap hole in here. So boom. So we got our bottomless, and then Sarah's actually going to set the Holutea. We're going to go ahead and activate Holutea by discarding the bottomless, and this will give us this body here. And then now Sarah's effect is going to go off, special summoning TrapTrix from the deck. It'll be this copy of Dionea. What Dionea is going to do is add us back the bottomless trap hole that we discarded. So we're still up on a few different cards here. Now, this is where things get interesting, and you got to kind of pay attention that you don't mess this part up, because Lord knows I've done it like a million times. All right, so from here, you're going to go ahead and take this copy of TrapTrix Sarah, and you're going to take your Dianea, and you're actually going to link them away. And you're going to go into Aromas Fairy Jasmine here. The reason why you do it like this is because you're going to overlay Murmillo and your Holutea. And you're going to go into Rika Queen Strenna. And then Rika Queen Strenna detaches and adds a plant monster from your graveyard to your hand. So you can detach this copy of Murmillo, and then you're going to get back your Dianea to your hand. So this is actually really good on the crackback. Then you're going to go ahead and activate Aromas Fairy Jasmine's effect. She can actually go ahead and tribute this copy of Rika Queen Strenna. And then you're going to be bringing out the Mystic Seed Macroba. And then the effect of Rika Queen Strenna, when she gets tributed, she actually special summons a plant monster from your extra deck and attaches herself as XYZ material. So you're going to bring out your Sacred Tree Beast Hyperiton. And then from here, a very interesting thing that TrapTrix Guardian can do is it can go ahead and banish this copy of Jasmine. And then you can special summon a TrapTrix monster from your graveyard or your banish zone. So we're actually going to be bringing back our copy of Murmillo here. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to go ahead and use the effect of your Mystic Seed Macroba, so it can actually alter Murmillo's level and make it go down. Oh, shoot. Make it go down by 2 here. So we're actually going to get these cards situated first. And then we're going to go ahead and synchro summon using the Mystic Seed and the Murmillo to go into our Chariot Beast. And you already have only really used 2 cards out of your hand, so you would have been up by another 3. So you have your 3 back rows that you can now set face down. And on top of that, on the crackback, you do happen to have your Dianea as well. So you can just normal summon your Dianea, assuming that your opponent doesn't have much, and then to proceed to OTK. And then the first time your insect or plant monster would be destroyed by battle each turn, it is not destroyed. So your Sacred Tree Beast Hyperiton actually has some extra protection there. And you could have, when I activated the effect of your Macroba, attached a monster to it as XYZ material. So in theory, you could have attached to Jasmine, or not Jasmine, I'm sorry, because we banished her. But you could attach these Mystic Seed Macroba, so that way your Sacred Tree Beast has extra XYZ material. Do also keep in mind that you do have your Holutea in the grave. So then during your opponent's turn, all you got to do is banish your Holutea. And then you can bring back your TrapTrix Sarah. So now your board is even more intense, because you have pretty much a continuous spell negate, a monster negate, and then you have your Sarah backed up with 3 back rows. And then we all know what this is going to look like for your turn. I mean, your opponent's turn. They're going to get completely demolished by like what you have on the board. Like, this is just too much advantage. And then on the following turn, on the crackback, you can just normal summon your Dianea, special summon your Murmillo, and then you can just literally go into Utopia double if needed. Or you could just go into Pingyakula, get some more cards, generate some more advantage, and then just go ahead and end the game with that. That was my TrapTrix deck profile video. I definitely hope you guys enjoyed it. I love making these videos. I love making content. Please tell me what you guys think of the combo, the video, and just my overall format. I'm definitely open to suggestions, trying to grow the channel up and everything else. So remember, guys, play, beat, survive. Do everything you can in life. Just do it with no continues. And this is Edge Master X signing out. Peace.